and the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Throwing on first down is Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Manning now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 32 that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Got a man, it's right. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Newton steps away to his left. The 20. Smith catches left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Newton to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. C.J. Anderson taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The CD, the New York Giants coming back out here to take the field. They're at 1-2. We mentioned that win that they needed against Houston in Week 3. Evan Ingram, he's dealing with some knee issues. The good news is, though, you got Shepard, you got Barkley, you got OBJ. There are weapons for Eli Manning.
And they all produced in the win against Houston. And that's what they need, all of them to give production. And in concert, that makes the Giants a lot tougher to beat. Saquon Barkley, 82 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Odell Beckham, 9 catches, 109 yards.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. So
that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Zebra.
Now Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's a give to Barkley, and an alley to run, and some room to maneuver. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 45 yards, and the Giants are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just last week, Charles, you mentioned Christian McCaffrey needs to become a bigger force in that Carolina run game. Well, he listened to you because against Cincinnati, Week 3, 28 carries, career high 184 yards.
And that's not easily done because the Cincinnati defensive front is one of the better ones in the NFL. So his offensive line got together, and he picked out some fine holes to run through and created some nice runs himself, able to run inside and to the perimeter. And now they can get the ball out wide. All right, now when people have to respect the run game for Carolina, the wideouts become a bigger factor. Guess what? Carolina's offense, they'll expand now.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. To throw is Newton. Forced out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Newton. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Newton now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there. Manning to Shepard. 45 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On first down, Manning. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Manning going to throw. Flush to his right. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rhett Ellison from 6 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Newton. It's caught by Funchess. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Manning to throw on second down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Looking for Shepard deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now following the interception, here's Newton. A dump off to Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Newton now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And some room to roam now. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A handoff to Barkley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on third down, Manning. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Alec Ogletree in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, here's Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And the ball is knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Manning. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Addison in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Play action. Manning. And the pressure gets to him again. Mario Addison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Newton on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On first down, Newton being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Here we go. On the ball.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Throwing is Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Newton. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Newton to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton buying time to his left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Kareem Martin in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Newton, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. They're going to try and run. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.